Okay, so I'm going to drop Kayla off at work. That is chore number one. Then I'm going to go to the gym and get a tan and get cat food. And probably paper towel. That'll be chore number two. And then the world's my oyster. Ugh! What up? I have no idea what that looked like. So I actually have no idea if this does anything or not. But I got this stuff from Costco a while ago, and I've been using it all year before going to the gym. It's got creatine in it. I feel like this stuff does do something. There have been times where I have had pre-workout and then not gone to the gym, and I just sit around twitching. And other times where if I drink it and then in the drive off to the gym, I'll start kind of geeking out a little bit. But there are a lot of other times where I haven't noticed too much of a difference in my energy. So I don't know if that means that it's working. I don't know if it means that my timing is weird. Apparently, because the caffeine takes half an hour for your system to like digest it or whatever, you should do it, like finish drinking it half an hour before you go to the gym. But I think the problem is because I sip it, I don't like chug it. I'm assuming that's affecting the release of the caffeine. So we're going to try chugging it today for the most part and seeing if that has an effect. And then we're going to track it with these vlogs that we're doing this week, I guess, to see, we'll do a chug day. Tomorrow will be a sip day, and we'll go from there. But that's what we got going on so far. See ya in the next scene. So we're doing the best post-workout activity, I think. A little tan. Great way to calm down, in my opinion. Plus it stops me from looking like the sickly bitch that I quite frequently look at. So just did the gym. The numbers of what I did are here on the screen. Little easy peasy pull day. Now we're gonna do 5 minutes in the booth and we're good to go. So I have found myself unemployed. I've been working for a company called TELUS for collectively the last 12 years, essentially. 2014 was when I got started at this company. I was originally a part-time employee, worked my way up to being a channel manager, basically a product or project manager, however you want to spin that. I might have left for a few months and then come back over a raise issue. I left for a few months over COVID, but essentially for 12 years with the same company. It's 2026 now. And as you see with large corporations, they restructure and sometimes people become redundant, and that's totally fine. That's not what I'm here to complain about. What I'm here to complain about is the fact that I am so fucking bored day in and day out now, because I've gone from working full-time essentially since the age of 18 to now not having anything to do. And my wife, or fiance technically, does work full-time. So I've kind of got no one to hang out with at home. And part of me is like, oh, I should play a lot more video games. Part of me is like, oh, I should, go to the gym and work on myself and go back to school. And I'm trying to do all of these things, right? I'm trying to work towards getting my PMP certification. I am going to the gym, as we saw a little bit earlier. And I am playing a lot more video games. But I wanted to challenge myself to see if I could vlog every day, Monday to Friday, just to do that, just to challenge myself to kind of stay focused on something, on a task that I have, and what is that going to look like? So today is the first day, Monday. It's probably going to be very rough. I'm going to try and keep this under 5 minutes. This rant is probably going to eat up the vast majority of the video, but essentially what I want to do is just set myself a challenge and complete that challenge. And on every single day, we're going to do something similar where we look at tasks that need to be done and accomplishing them. I'm going to go take a shower. Well, I'm going to finish my protein shake and then we're going to go take a shower and then we can get on with the rest of our day. So thank you for watching. Get ready with me to do absolutely nothing today. So this is me. I'm getting ready for my day. I'm going to use this Rascal shower gel, this little blue puck for my hair, American Cream conditioner. Feels nice. I use this ordinary goop when I get out of the shower, and then this Enzemian moisturizer for my face because I'm a scabby bitch. I guess I brush my teeth with toothpaste, and then I use some of this dusty crap to make sure my balls don't rub against my leg. Native whole body deodorant because it smells nice, smells like raspberries. And then I'm going to use the final few spritz of my Calvin Klein Obsession cologne, mostly around my neck. Just get rid of it. I wear a watch, Apple Watch, some light blue jeans that try and cover my gunt, and then a little red flannel shirt thing. I don't know. Just basic. That's the outfit. Oh, also wear contacts, and I put them on like a psychopath. You can ignore that. And then a final brush of my wet hair, and yeah, that's it. Now you got ready with me. Let's go about my day. So I watched the Louis Theroux documentary about the manosphere. I don't have too many thoughts about it. I mean, I think we can all sit around and look at these people like the absolute fucking buffoons that they are. So that shouldn't surprise anybody here that I disagree with HS tickets, okay, and the like. I like his documentary style. I'm working on a bit of a documentary myself right now, and I try to do the same thing that Louis Theroux does, which is essentially hand a shovel to the people that you're interviewing and just say, hey, here you go, and let them dig a hole themselves. And then once they inevitably dig their own hole and they look to him and say, why did you make me do this? And he goes, all I did was give you a shovel. You dug. So I do like that style of documentary. I think when you look at things like Bowling for Columbine with Michael Moore or Super Size Me, it's going into a documentary with a specific intention. Like you have a narrative before you start the TikTok, before you start the documentary. And what I like about Louis Theroux and a few other documentarians whose names I can't think of right now is they let the story come out as the story develops. It's very much, oh, here's a thing I want to look at. Let me look at it, and whatever comes up is what comes up. That stuff is really cool, and I think that is when you're looking to do a documentary, I think is the right way to do it, as opposed to having a predetermined message that you want to tell, regardless of what you find through your filming. So you look at Super Size Me, right? That's been criticized over time of being incredibly misleading. Not to say that McDonald's is healthy for you, but more so to say, hey, maybe you should have divulged the fact that you were a raging fucking alcoholic, and that's probably why you were dying in a month. Maybe it wasn't the Big Macs. It's not like I'm bitter. I did like a supersized fry, but at this point in my life, I don't eat fries anymore. A supersized Coke also is disgusting. That's too much Coca-Cola. I can barely finish a medium soda at this point now in my life. But yeah, it was a good documentary. So if you are one of the 3 people that watch this and you have not seen the new Louis Theroux documentary on Netflix, I recommend you go watch it. To finish up today, basically going to pick Kayla up from work, eat some dinner and go to bed, and then edit this video. So didn't really accomplish as much as I wanted to do. I went to the gym. We dropped Kayla off. I got something done with regards to the wedding. Got the dishes done. Got cat food. Got another interview for another job on Thursday. Still waiting to hear back in a few different places. But this was day 1 of vlogging the week.